Hello students, we are going through the 13th chapter, that is magnetic effect of electric current. In this we are taking your subtopic electromagnetic induction or electricity from magnetism. This is the last topic of our midterm or half-yearly exam. So we are covering this thing, what is electromagnetic induction and or electricity from magnetism. Now introduction. Oersted discovered that electric current produces magnetic field while Faraday discovered its reverse effect, that it is possible to produce electric current in a circuit from a magnetic field. Now on a number of experiments he demonstrated that a change in potential in the circuit whenever the number of magnetic lines passing through the circuit changes, and if the circuit is closed, a current flows through it which is called induced current. So this is an introduction about your electromagnetic induction. Now its definition: the phenomena of production of induced current in a closed circuit due to change in magnetic field linked with it is called electromagnetic induction. This induced current is produced without the actual contact of the closed coil and the moving magnet. Now in the next video we will discuss the activities related to your electromagnetic induction. Hello students, in this we are taking the activities to demonstrate electromagnetic induction. So first activity says, when the north pole of a strong bar magnet is quickly brought towards the coil, the galvanometer shows a deflection while the magnet is moving. This indicates momentary current in the coil. So this is your bar magnet which is quickly brought towards the coil. So this is your north pole, this is the north pole of your bar magnet, and this is south pole of your bar magnet. Now this shows deflection, and it is current is flowing in anti-clockwise direction. So this is our first activity, which shows that when a bar magnet is quickly brought towards the coil, it shows a momentary current in the coil. Now in the second activity, when the motion of the bar magnet is stopped, the pointer of the galvanometer comes back to zero position. It indicates zero current in the coil. So this is your diagram. So it shows your no deflection, and this is your coil, and this is your bar magnet. Now this bar magnet is at rest, so no deflection is there. So whenever there is a motion in a bar magnet, then it shows deflection in the galvanometer, and when the bar magnet is at rest, then there will be no deflection in the galvanometer. Then it indicates a zero current in the coil. So next activity we will discuss in the next video. Hello students, we are taking the third activity to demonstrate electromagnetic induction. So here, when north pole of the magnet is taken away rapidly from the coil, galvanometer again shows deflection, but in opposite direction. You can see this here, the north pole of your bar magnet is taken away, so this becomes your south pole, and this is your AB is your coil, then current flows in clockwise direction. Now in the fourth activity, if the experiment is repeated by reversing the magnetic poles. Previously in the first three activities we were taking towards the coil and away from the coil, the north pole. But in the fourth activity, if the experiment is repeated by reversing magnetic pole, that is south pole of the magnet faces the coil, and the magnet is moved towards or away from the coil, the galvanometer again shows deflection. But now the directions are opposite to 1 and 3. Now this is your bar magnet whose south pole is facing towards the coil, and this becomes your south pole of the coil, and this is AB is your coil, and this your current flows in the clockwise direction. It is taken towards the coil by changing your poles of your bar magnet. Previously, in the first three activities, your north pole of the bar magnet is facing towards the coil, but in the fourth activity, your south pole of the bar magnet is facing towards the coil, and it is taken towards and away from the coil. Then also it shows your deflection in the galvanometer, but the deflection is opposite to the direction in first and three activities. Hello students, we are taking the fifth activity to demonstrate electromagnetic induction. Now this activity says that if a magnet is kept stationary and the coil is moved towards or away from the magnet, even then the galvanometer shows a deflection. That is this is north pole and south pole, and this is your coil. So if a magnet is kept stationary and the coil is moved towards or away from the coil, then also the galvanometer shows deflection. So this is your fifth activity. Then the sixth says the magnitude of deflection in galvanometer increases with the velocity of the magnet relative to the coil. So the magnitude or the measurement of the deflection in the galvanometer increases with the velocity of the magnet relative to the coil. Now these are the activities related to electromagnetic induction. Now what conclusion we draw? That is, your first conclusion is galvanometer shows a deflection when there is a relative motion between the coil and the magnet. This is your first conclusion. Second conclusion says deflection in the galvanometer indicates current that indicate that the current is flowing through the coil. Third conclusion says the magnitude of deflection or value of induced current can be increased by the following. That is, first is by increasing the number of turns in the coil, second by increasing the strength of the magnet, and third by increasing the relative motion between the coil and the magnet. So this we finish your activities and conclusion related to your electromagnetic induction. Now your one topic is left that we will cover in the next video, that is your direction of magnetic field. Hello students, now we are taking another topic of this electromagnetic induction, that is the direction of induced current. It is determined by Fleming's right hand rule. That is, it states that if first finger, central finger and thumb of our right hand are stretched perpendicular to each other in such a way that the first finger indicates the direction of magnetic field, then thumb shows the direction of motion of the conductor, and then the central finger points along the direction of induced current. So your direction of induced current is determined by Fleming's right hand rule.